Hello everybody, welcome back. Miner Mountain here, playing some Shattered Pixel Dungeon today. Going to be looking at some side quests. Sad Ghost, you'll encounter him between levels 1 and 5. He has 3 different foes he'd like you to vanquish. The first one is a fetid rat. It has a cloud of stink and a corrosive bite. The corrosive bite will get acid on you like the goo does, the goo level 5 boss. And the cloud of stink is like throwing a potion of toxic gas. It creates a cloud, and you'll take damage as long as you're in it. So the best way to deal with him is to stick and move. However, if you have a range attack, use it. Like this. Now granted, level 2, the Shattered Pixel Dungeon, you're probably not going to have that good of a range attack. Unless you pick the mage. Or the huntress, I guess. However, I can show you how to defeat him with melee. He can be defeated with melee quite easily. And the ghost will give you either a weapon, your choice of a weapon or armor. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's pretty good. What does fetid mean anyway? But the best thing about the item you receive from the ghost is that it's identified. You know what it is. And it's not ever cursed either, so good things I put stock in. Alright, here he is. And see how I stick and move here. Just hit, move a square back, hit, move a square back. Piece of cake. The ghost should come and find you. Shattered Pixel Dungeon, he comes and finds you. Not so much in regular Pixel Dungeon, not so much in Pixel Dungeon Remixed Dungeon. I've been playing that. I'm thinking about getting a series out on it. I've got 14 games in and I got a win already, so new series. And if you're stumped, if you can't find him, find the enemy, follow the ghost. The ghost will usually lead you to the enemy. Unfortunately, he led me to the enemy here and trapped me in the hallway with him. You can get rid of the ghost by talking to him and then clicking on him again. It will make the ghost disappear and teleport somewhere else. I got caustic ooze on me, not a big deal. It will wash off in water or it will just go away after a few turns. Then I think at this point, yeah, I selected the armor, which this is really good armor for level 2. Plate armor, it's like tier 3 armor. Armor doesn't have tiers, does it? Anyway. Sad Ghost. Okay, this is the second foe that he would like you to defeat. It's a Null Trickster. He has poisonous and incendiary darts. He always attacks from a distance. So keep that in mind. He will never want you to get within melee distance. You can manipulate the way he moves by your movement. I'll give you an example of that here. Alright, so there's our Trickster. And he's got room, so he's going to hit me with some arrows until I start pushing him like this. I'll push him right through this door. And if your speed is a little more than him, you can catch up. So this gets a little complicated when you run into another enemy. And these guys always seem to travel in groups. The rats, the gnolls, and the crabs. I tried going on the other side of the gnoll scout. It didn't quite work out, so I decided I just have to take a few shots from the gnoll scout to push the Trickster out. Take care of the gnoll scout. Trickster comes back in. I get a free shot on him. I'm about to die. Only heals I got. 2 vial. Comes back in, I get a free shot on him. I wait a few more to see if he doesn't, but that door right there just opened to the right, so he went to the right. So moving on, looking around for him. He just seems to show up. They always, they travel in groups, I swear. At this point I'm just frustrated. Want to get rid of him. And that's what we do. The ghost finds us, and we choose... What do we choose? Sometimes I go in... Okay, so I've got a lot of weapons. I must have ran into a lot of weapon spawns already, so I will definitely pick the armor. And plate armor is pretty good. I've gotten more plate armor from the ghost than like leather armor. So armor is always a pretty good bet, although I usually go for the weapons. Unless, like that last situation, I have a bunch of weapons, which then that's just kind of silly. Alright, so we're going to go around. There he is. We found our Null Trickster. He's going to retreat into a room full of enemies, so I'm going to get hurt basically no matter what when I go in here. So I get a little aggro here, kind of lose my mind, and for some reason I thought this would be a good idea. Potion of Liquid Flame. Wasn't a good idea. Luckily there was water nearby. I don't have much health. He's got a range attack. I've only got one range attack left. Duvile, don't fail me now. Here we go. Took him out. And yep, Ghost comes and finds us. We take the weapon. Short sword. Not the best, but still identified. We know what it is. Probably wield it right away. Okay, I wasn't going to put another example of the Null Trickster in here because, I mean, you pretty much see how to do that. However, this is pointing out something different. This is really cool. Alright, these animated statues, I always go for them. But I wasn't planning on him being this tough, and he's got a weapon with a longer range. Read the scroll. Scroll of Multiplicity, Scroll of Mirror Image, I forget what it's called in this game. But it creates body doubles of you, and they go running throughout the maze, or the dungeon, killing things. Helped me kill that animated statue, and I got his spear. Now watch this right here, the text in the lower left. You hear something die in the distance. Thank you, come find me. My mirror images, my clones, ran throughout the dungeon. They found the Trickster, and they killed him. Easy. Use that. And we take the armor. Turns out to be plate armor again. Imagine that. Okay, moving on. The last part of the side quest is the third foe, the Great Crab. It has a claw that will block regardless of how you hit it. I've experimented with some things, but you have to surprise it or stun it with paralysis, freeze it, put it to sleep. He's dancing. Great. And I swear, like I said before, these guys travel in packs. So, good thing about the Great Crab is he's very slow. He's probably half your speed as far as movement's concerned. So even if you do encounter another enemy, you usually have time to distance yourself, deal with the one enemy, and then deal with the Great Crab. So if you could paralyze him, like I'll drag him through a door, and that will give him that'll give me a surprise attack on him. But you're going to want to have 2, 3, 4 doors in a row to surprise him. I don't have that here, so I try some things. See, he blocks that. Well, Psionic Blast pushes him back, and it paralyzes him, and that gives me another shot on him. And I don't know if he noticed me there or didn't detect me there, and that's how I got that second shot over. He was still paralyzed. I'm not sure. But the best way to do it is just bring him through a door like this. And now he's dead. Drop the mystery meat. And the ghost should be, there he is. This time we take a weapon. This is a decent weapon here. The mace. Let me throw down something here to show you these stats. So that is a tier 3 plus 1. That's a good thing to have in level 4. That'll take you through to level 10 at least. Alright, searching for the Great Crab again. There's one crab. What do you suppose is behind him? Oh, wait, look there. Hey. Traveling in packs. So, there's not a whole lot you can do if he's just charging like this, unless you've got... Like, you can light him on fire, and I think will succumb to gases as well, too. But, best way to score the most damage on him is this right here. Just wait for him to come next to you, drop back through a door, and hit him when he comes through the door. Paralyzed, I thought I'd try it again. So my path is blocked by traps, so I'm really hoping this one kills him. And it does. That's Pixel Dungeon logic, guys. It's half skill, half luck. And we take the weapon. Shield, that's a good thing to have in this level too. Anyway, that's all I got time for today. Like, subscribe, tell me what you want to see. Check me out on Facebook. I put videos on there I don't put on here. Mind them out now. Peace!